It's football time! Across college football. Labor Day weekend. Plenty of games to pick from this week. Big 12 games starting on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We also have pretty big ACC matchups on Sunday and Monday. All right, we'll go through all the picks that will be on your TV. Remember, don't take any of these picks to Vegas, but if you do, I want a little pie in the chalk, baby. I want some of the pie. I want some of the money. All right, guys, here's your picks. Bummer Center 1982. Don't go away. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We will start in the Big 12 because that's where we love to start things. And that's where you'll find Central Michigan at Oklahoma State, 6 o'clock Thursday night on Fox Sports 1. I'm taking the Cowboys this time. Remember what happened last time? I don't think that'll happen again. I think Oklahoma State's going to kind of remember that and score a few more points than Central Michigan this time. Also at 6 o'clock, if you don't worry about that one, you can watch the ESPN where you can see West Virginia at Pittsburgh for the brawl. I'm taking Pitt in this ball game, but look for West Virginia to keep it closer than the experts think. The Friday night game, well, there's two primetime games that will catch your eye on the Friday. Tennessee Tech at Kansas. ESPN Plus, Big 12 Network now. I'm taking the Jayhawks. And on the regular ESPN, TCU at Colorado. I'm taking Colorado in this ball game, just in the fact that it's a new system and all that, and it's going to be in Boulder. But look for TCU to kind of tighten this thing up and keep this one closer than the experts think. Saturdays games, at least in the Big 12, no 11 a.m. games, but you won't have to wait very much longer after that. 1:30, you'll see Southeast Missouri State, and they will be in Ames at Iowa State at 1:30 on Saturday, Big 12, ESPN Plus / Big 12 now. I'm taking the Cyclones of Iowa State. At 2:30 on National Fox, University of Texas El Paso will be at Brent Venables, the new head coach at Oklahoma. They'll be in Norman to see us on that one. 6 o'clock, two more games in the Big 12 include Albany at Baylor and South Dakota State at Kansas State. I'm taking Baylor and Kansas State in these ball games. Both games, by the way, at 6 p.m. and can be seen Big 12 Now and ESPN Plus. Two more games to look out for at the 7 o'clock kick. The late kicks for at least in the Big 12 consideration. Murray State at Texas Tech. ESPN Plus and Big 12 Now. I'm taking Texas Tech. And Monroe, Louisiana Monroe, at Texas. That game will be on LHN. That's the Longhorn Network. All right, that's it for the conference games, guys. Non-conference games include Thursday night game, ESPN 3, St. Francis at Akron. I'm taking the Akron Zips. They'll be in Norman next weekend. Also, 6 o'clock Thursday, Ball State at Tennessee. SEC Network. I'm taking our buddy Josh Heupel and Tennessee. Also, South Carolina State will be at Central Florida, 6 p.m. ESPN Plus, I'm taking the Knights of Central Florida. ESPN 3 has a new game on, a different game on if you don't want to watch the other one. Bryant at Florida International, I'm taking FIU. And finally, ESPN 3 will also have Long Island at Toledo. I'm taking the Rockets of Toledo. 6:30 6 o'clock, get those games, sorry. 6:30, 3 minutes later, right after work, get home and watch some Virginia Military at Wake Forest on the ACC. I'm taking Wake. Primetime games for Thursday include Penn State at Purdue. On National Fox, I'm taking the Nittany Lions. Eastern Illinois at Northern Illinois. I'm taking UNI, Northern Illinois. CBS, that game on ESPN Plus. CBS Sports Network will have Alabama A&M at Alabama Birmingham. I'm taking UAB on CBS Sports Network. And Louisiana Tech at Missouri. That game will be on ESPNU at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Thursday night, 8 o'clock, prime time, baby. Couple of fun games here. New Mexico State at Minnesota. Look out for Minnesota this year. Big Ten Network, I'm taking Minnesota. Northern Arizona at Arizona State. Pac-12 Network, I'm taking ASU. And Cal Poly at Fresno State. The battle for Cal, I'm taking Fresno State. And speaking of California, 9:30. No Pac-12 after dark, but it's still a late kick at 9:30. You can watch Portland State at San Jose State. That game will be on the NBC Bay Area Sports Network out in San Francisco and that area. So that's Thursday. Friday games are pretty amazing too. Western Michigan at Michigan State. 6 o'clock ESPN. I'm taking Michigan State. ESPN 3 will have the battle for Eastern Kentucky and Eastern Michigan at Eastern Michigan. ESPN 3, I'm taking Eastern Michigan. ESPNU, Virginia Tech at Old Dominion. Taking Virginia Tech in this one on ESPNU. William and Mary at Charlotte. ESPN 3, I'm taking Charlotte. Temple at Duke, ACC Network. I'm taking Duke. Moving right along to 7 o'clock prime time Friday. On my Pizza Fridays, at least. That's when I go out and get a big pizza and just watch TV. This time I'll be watching football. Like Indiana at Illinois at Indiana. FS1. I'm taking Illinois. And that will wrap that up and send it out to shipping. Now we come to Saturday. This is the big day, baby. Big day Saturday. It includes games like Sam Houston State at the Cult of Texas A&M on the SEC Network. By the way, these games are at 11 o'clock. Sam Houston State at the Cult of Texas A&M. Taking the Aggies of A&M. Also at 11, Colorado State at Michigan at the Big House. ABC, I'm taking Michigan. NC State will be at East Carolina, ESPN. You can watch that one. I'm taking North Carolina State and the Wolfpack. Central Connecticut, the battle for Connecticut. Central Connecticut at UConn. That's the University of Connecticut. On the CW there in the New Jersey, Connecticut area, I'm taking UConn. FS1 will have South Dakota State at Iowa. FS1 at 11. I'm taking Iowa. Big Ten game. This Big Ten game is on the Big Ten Network. And you'll have Buffalo at Maryland. I'm taking Maryland on Big Ten Network. ACC Network will have Rutgers at BC. That's Boston College. I'm taking Boston College. And finally, our buddy McBride. He's at North Carolina now. And they will play at Appalachian State on ESPNU. I'm taking North Carolina. Also, Delaware will be at Navy. CBS Sports Network. Also, final game at 11. I'm taking Navy. 11:30 now. Richmond at Virginia. ESPN 3. I'm taking UVA. That's the University of Virginia. Noon. Northern Illinois at Air Force. This game is on Altitude Sports. Of course, that's an Air Force thing, I think. Speaking of Air Force, I'm taking Air Force. 1:30, Pac-12 Network. Bowling Green at UCLA. I'm taking the Bruins of UCLA. That's 1:30. 2:30, guys. So, if you're stuck at the house and you're not watching my Sooners and UTEP, you can also watch this one. This one's a little bit more entertaining than Brent Venables' first game, and I'll say that even as an OU fan. Are you ready for this? Oregon and Georgia. This game will be on ABC. It will be from the Falcons Stadium there in Atlanta, Georgia. As part of the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic, I'm taking Georgia. But look for Oregon to keep this in close, baby. Close. So you go from Atlanta to Miami, also in the ACC territory, where the Bethune-Cookman will be at Miami in the ACC. I'm taking Miami. What about Cincinnati at Arkansas? ESPN. I'm taking Arkansas. What about our old buddy Mike Steele? How would he put this? He put a hard H on that Houston for Houston. They'll play Texas, San Antonio. This game is on CBS Sports Network. I'm taking Houston, or Houston, as Mike would say. Arizona at San Diego State. I'm taking Arizona. This is on national CBS. This is on the Big Ten Network. Nebraska trying to bounce back as they host North Dakota. North Dakota at Nebraska. I'm taking Nebraska. This game will be on the Big Ten Network. Norfolk State at Marshall. ESPN3. I'm taking Marshall. Tulsa and Wyoming. Oh, final game at 2:30. Tulsa and Wyoming. Fox Sports 1. I'm taking Tulsa. 3 o'clock is the next kickoff time. 3 o'clock. You'll see Troy at Ole Miss. SEC Network. I'm taking Ole Miss. BYU. That's Brigham Young at South Florida. USF. This game's on ESPNU. I'm taking BYU. And UC Davis at Cal. Berkeley, regular Cal, Pac-12 Network. I'm taking Cal. Those are the 2:30 games. 3 o'clock games, 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock, Nichols will be at Alabama State. This game will be on ESPN3. I'm taking Alabama State. 5 o'clock, Rice at USC. Pac-12 Network. Hate to say it, but I'm taking USC. Morgan State will be at Georgia Southern also at 5 o'clock. ESPNU for this one. Or ESPN3.com, I'm taking Georgia Southern. FAU will be at OHIO. Regular Ohio. This game will be on ESPN Plus. I'm taking FAU. And Middle Tennessee State will be at James Madison. First big-time college football game from James Madison. But I think Middle Tennessee is going to have a little bit too much to talk about. So we go from there, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock prime time, baby. Here we go. Games like, you ready for this one? Utah at Florida. This game will be on ESPN. I'm going with Florida. Also, 6 o'clock. Illinois State will be at Wisconsin and the Badgers. This game will be on FS1. Taking Wisconsin. Miami of Ohio will be at our old buddy, the other Stoops. That's Mark Stoops in Kentucky. Up there on ESPN Plus, where you can find that one. Mercer and Auburn. Auburn. This game was going to be on ESPN Plus. So I'm taking Auburn. Also ESPN Plus, Elon at Vanderbilt. Vandy looking for their number 2 win. They'll get it. They'll beat Elon, I think. So that one. Army at Coastal Carolina, ESPN Plus. I'm taking Army. And this one. What about Liberty? They will be at Southern Miss. ESPN Plus. I'm actually going to take Liberty in this ball game. Look out for that one, guys. UMass and Tulane. At Tulane, I should say. UMass at Tulane, ESPN Plus. I'm taking Tulane. ESPN Plus will also have Southeastern Louisiana at Louisiana, the University of Louisiana. ESPN Plus. I'm taking Louisiana. ULL. That's formerly Louisiana Lafayette. Now it's just Louisiana. And Grambling will be at Arkansas State. I'm taking Arkansas State. This game will be on ESPN3. Finally, these games will be on at 6:30 on Saturday. Utah State at Alabama. This game will be on the SEC network. You got to take Alabama, right? This is the real prime timer right here, guys. Ready for this one? Notre Dame at the Ohio State University, ESPN, College Game Day. Chris Fowler, Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, Desmond Howard, all those guys will be at this one. I'm taking Ohio State to take care of Notre Dame in this one. The other games that they won't be at include Georgia State at Mississippi State, ESPNU. I'm taking Mississippi State. Georgia State at South Carolina, SEC Network. I'm taking South Carolina. And SMU at North Texas, CBS Sports Network. I'm taking North Texas. Those games 6:30, 7 o'clock for these ones. Like Colgate at Stanford, Pac-12 Network. I'm taking Stanford. Maine at New Mexico on the MyTV station there in New Mexico. I'm taking the Lobos of New Mexico. Louisville at Syracuse, ACC Network. I'm taking Louisville. Those games are at 7. 8:30. Idaho at Washington State, Pac-12 Network. I'm taking Washington State. And 9:30. Boise State at Oregon State, ESPN. I'm taking Boise State. And finally, Kent State at Washington, Fox Sports 1. I'm taking Washington. And, of course, on the Spectrum Network, you can't forget about Hawaii. Western Kentucky at Hawaii, 10:59 p.m. I'm taking Western Kentucky. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Well, those are those games for Friday. I promised you a game on Sunday and on Labor Day Monday. Well, what about this? One game apiece. Prime time. ABC. From the Superdome. Home of the Saints. Florida State and LSU will get it on like, bro. Boom! Taking LSU in this one. Final game of this weekend, Labor Day weekend, will be Labor Day night, 7 p.m. Clemson and Georgia Tech will get it on again, this time as part of the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic from Falcon Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Harry James. Remember, don't take any of these picks to Vegas, but if you do, I want a little piece of the pie. I want to share the money winnings, guys. Come on, share the love. Well, you might not want to show love that way, but if you want to show the love on here, you can. BumberSimmer19B2. Find it on YouTube, plus Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or just on the Twitter, at HypeManHarry. All the videos are up right there. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. As I said, you can catch this and all of my other videos on those channels, the YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. Alright, guys, thanks for watching and enjoy weekend 1, the full big weekend of college football right now. Let's go! Thanks for watching. Peace! I'm out.